Hey, good afternoon everyone, and greetings from Idaho, where today I am at Silverwood Theme Park, one of the few major theme parks in the country that I have yet to come to, so pretty excited to come and check out a new park. In this video I'm going to show you all the rides, roller coasters, and fun that can be found here at Silverwood. Let's go check things out. Pretty entrance area. I think a proper place to be in the tour would be probably my favorite section of the park, Roller Coaster Alley, home to the park's major roller coasters. I love the sign too. And let's kick off with the park's newest attraction, the new for 2021 Stunt Pilot, which is a single rail roller coaster built by RMC. And actually RMC is located right down the road. This ride is a lot of fun. It's intense, it is fast, it is wild. Definitely going to be the wildest roller coaster in the park. You get some pretty good airtime on it as well. I really liked it. I like all of these single rails that I've been on. I will say, if you're a big roller coaster person like I am, and you've been on Railblazer or Wonder Woman down in Texas, the two rides that are very, very similar to this, well, those are going to be more intense. This one definitely feels noticeably calmer, but still a really fun ride. It has a loose theme of stunt pilots that used to be here at Silverwood at one point. In the queue here, you can see some tributes to some of the people that used to be stunt pilots here at Silverwood Theme Park. This is something I don't think I've ever seen on a roller coaster before. In the station for Stunt Pilot, they have the course times of like the last 10 trains. So it's interesting, like some of them run, I guess depending on weight, you know, a couple tenths of a second faster than the others. It's very, very interesting. So far from the easiest ride to film, going by there, that is Tremors, the park's most unique roller coaster. I really like this thing. I'm a guy that loves visuals on roller coasters, and this thing is packed with it. It goes under 4 underground tunnels. So that's kind of the big gimmick of this ride, and the namesake behind it is those 4 tunnels. Now, this is a wild, wild roller coaster. You definitely feel like you are riding a wooden roller coaster. So there's parts where it is not very smooth. There are parts that do have new RMC track on it, like you can see over there on the right. But I like this ride a lot. I'm not sure if it's the best ride in the park, but it is definitely my favorite, if that makes sense, because I just love all the tunnels. And like this tunnel takes you right there into another tunnel. I dig the tunnels. So one really cool thing about Tremors, it cuts through the gift shop. So the first stop's right there, and it goes underneath the gift shop, and they have this sort of observation area in the gift shop. So cool. I'm now coming at you from the park's tallest roller coaster, Aftershock. It's a Vekoma giant inverted boomerang. I think it's almost 200 feet in the air. These people, they're drawn out of the station backwards, then they drop, and they go. Big giant cobra roll. You slow down a lot on the top of the cobra roll. You cross over the station with a big old loop. And then you get ready to come up this spike here. Now it's going to stop and take them up to build some more momentum so they could go backwards on it. And there they go. I thought this ride's a lot of fun. It's really, really smooth. It is running great. Actually, I've been on this before, as this used to run at Six Flags Great America in Chicago as Deja Vu before it got moved here to Silverwood. And it is one of the star attractions in the park, running really, really well. Big thumbs up. Definitely do this. One of the taller rides in the park is Panic Plunge. The park's drop tower gives you a great view of all the rides in the park and the mountains that the park's surrounded by, and well, also gives you quite the thrill. And man, it takes you up there really slow to build the tension way, way, way up. Now, that's definitely the freakiest part about these rides. And the fall. Also really like the name, Panic Plunge. Alright, if you're curious what's the most nauseating ride here at Silverwood, you are looking at it. This giant pendulum ride is called Spin Cycle. And we're going to do a 2-for-1 as Timber Terror, another one of the park's wooden roller coasters, that's getting ready to drop off the lift as well. So you've got 2 rides going at once here. Now, Timber Terror, that is an out and back wooden coaster. On the good part, it's pretty smooth. On the bad part, not a lot of airtime. You get a little bit of floater sitting in the back row, but nothing much. Oh my God, that would be awful. this is 100% not my type of ride. A slow spinning and the slow hang upside down, that is not for me. Some of the swinging pendulum wise I actually really do enjoy, but not that. Nope, big time nope. Here comes Timber Terror, it's much more fun. Are they gonna go all the way around this time? Yes, they are. You know, I was thinking about going on this, and I am very happy that I did not. Over here, you've got a Dumbo the Flying Elephant style ride, a pretty good sized one. Kind of like the evil looking ringmaster on top. This next section of the park is the Country Carnival. In the back left corner of the park, you'll find Thunder Canyon, the park's river rapids attraction. I love how it goes through the big old trees here. And you can see these people are hitting a bunch of rapids in a row. And these rides are always a fun time, but I've got the in-loop camera with me today, so water rides are probably a no-go. But they're always a fun time, especially if you're at the park with a big bunch of people. And here's one more view of Thunder Canyon. I like where it starts out. This is the loading area. So you got some rockwork waterfalls over here, and it starts out really, really gentle before you go into that rapids after rapids after rapids that I showed you earlier, which they're going to drop down into right now. And away they go. Over here you got two classic fairground attractions back to back. This Super Roundup, looks like it moves at a pretty good clip, and a very classic Scrambler. I do like the placement of the Scrambler. It is in the final turnaround of the Corkscrew roller coaster. This roller coaster here is known as Corkscrew. Actually, it's a very historical roller coaster. It was moved to Silverwood from Knott's Berry's farm. It opened in Knott's Berry Farm in 1975, and I believe it was the first modern roller coaster to turn people upside down, or one of the first, something like that. And that's cool to ride a piece of roller coaster history. But that's about the only good thing about this ride. It's old, it's small, it kind of hurts. I guess at least it's, you know, kind of pretty looking. Pretty solid view over here, the park's log flume attraction. Not an overly large log flume, but I do like how part of it kind of goes through the woods, and you do have a little waterfall. Now, it's not the biggest one. I mean, you can see that is the quote-unquote big drop there, probably about 20 or 30 feet or so. Some pilot is much larger. And here's a better look at that big drop, or not so big drop, on the log flume. The park does have a tilt-a-whirl. The tilt-a-whirl looks weird though, because most of them have those big kind of clamshell things on it. This one does not. And wouldn't be much of an amusement park if it didn't have some bumper cars. I do like this type of bumper cars. You get the two controllers, and you can spin yourself around in circles. Pretty neat section of the park. You've got a big bumper boat lagoon, and these are blaster boats, so the guests can squirt each other with water guns. And then it looks like if you're on land over there, you could squirt the guest in the boat. And then in a lagoon in the middle of the bumper boats is the park's Paratrooper Ride. And if I scooch over this way, on the other edge of the lagoon is an old-timey Ferris wheel. Good use of space over here. All right, I'm currently on the park's antique auto ride called Country Drive. And like everything else here at Silverwood, it is very, very well landscaped. Not the most interesting or longest course out there, but very well taken care of. If you couldn't tell, I'm currently in the train station as it's time to take a ride on the Silverwood train. It departs once an hour. So this is really cool. The train ride takes place in a herd of buffalo.
Do you want to hear a joke? Okay, alright. Okay, what did the father say to his son when he was leaving for college? You beat me to it! You didn't hear her. He said, bye, son! That's my favorite joke. And with farewells and goodbye, we say, goodbye, our friends the bison. Hope to see them soon.
So the train has an actor on it, and halfway through it stops for a show scene.
Okay, and what on earth are you doing with that? Why not blow him up? No, who up? Bigfoot. Where's Bigfoot? He's in the mine. Yes, I trapped him in there last night. Out of here! Everyone, sit down! Sit down! We're getting out of here! Oh, this isn't good. Hey, Tony, it's probably safe if you
Bigfoot shows up.
Bigfoot's out here. He doesn't seem very friendly.
Now, one section of Silverwood I will not be checking out today is the Boulder Beach Water Park. It's a water park that's included with your admission here, and just not really a water park guy. Was tempted because they do have a swim-up bar, and that's one of my favorite things in the world, but yeah, I think I'll probably skip it. But it looks like the lines are not very long at all, so if you're doing the water park today, pretty good day to do so. Very classic attraction over here, the helicopters for the little kids. Very retro feel this one. Kind of nice. The park has this, Chrissy's Quiet Gardens, which is just a pretty garden sitting area. Also, they've got a fountain. Very peaceful. Unfortunately, not running for me at the moment is the Barnstormer, this very much kid-friendly, family-friendly flat ride that looks pretty unique. It's definitely not one you see in a lot of parks, so bummed it's not running for me. There's a great tree-themed treehouse playground for the kids to burn off some steam. The park does have a little kids roller coaster called the Tiny Toot. It's got cool little themed trains. If you're a roller coaster counting person like I am, they do let adults ride without kids. You just get off with all the shame because that's a pretty small ride. Another classic kids ride here with the little airplanes. A couple of cute kids rides here, a classic frog hopper. But I love how it's sort of set off in the woods a little bit. And then you've got a family swing ride themed up towards some flowers. This little kid's dog ride definitely wins the cutest ride at Silverwood. And a couple more kids rides here. You got the little kids Ferris wheel. I always think those are adorable. And an SPF Visa spinning coaster. Right by the front of the park, you do have a classic carousel. Not really a lot of bells and whistles on it, but it is pretty. The park's home to a old-timey candy store, which is kind of nice. Oh man, those are one of my favorites, the raspberry sticks. I'm really more of a dark chocolate guy myself. And then, got a whimsical one here, like the Taffy Cow. You got M&Ms, nutcrackers, and a lot more modern candy as well as some older type of candy in here. But it fits very well with the front of the park. The entrance to Main Street area is very, very pleasant. Look at this double-decker Victorian-themed coffee house. So there's going to be coffee and then pastries and stuff in here. And it's I was not expecting this park to be so pretty. But yeah, pretty fancy. Smoke. Yeah, wow. You get your various pastries and coffees in here. Really pretty cool. Nice place. Some more delightful little theming elements here at Silverwood. Flowers look great too. Love me a good theme park fountain, especially a weird one like this tree that has a fountain bubbling out of it. And yeah, Silverwood, it's very pleasant, very pleasant, very well themed. I feel like there must be a backstory of this bathroom. It's named Lonnie's Loo with that caricature on it. It's pretty neat. In the back corner of the park where they have like their picnic pavilions, you can go to an all-you-can-eat barbecue meal for 16 bucks. I don't think I'm hungry enough for that, but that's a good deal, especially if you want to go to Silverwood all day and only eat once. You know, guys, I think the one at Disney World's better. This one's just a closed shack. To put this one on camera real quick, you got kind of a classic Midway game. But there's kind of nightmare-inducing clowns you shoot the water into. I love the shooting gallery here. You know, definitely getting some Splash Mountain vibes from some of these characters, and Fake Waiter. You have a collection of Midway games in the country Carnival area, and that makes sense. Some are more expensive than others, like you could play Goblet Toss for $2. Long line for the Ice Creamery over here to my left. Let's go check out the Retro Arcade dead ahead, which doesn't look overly retro, but definitely looks like an arcade. Okay, they got some retro games. So you got like this area over here, all retro games and classics too, like really good stuff. Street Fighter 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NBA Jam, hey, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Pinball, and then a collection of more modern ticket redemption games as well. So in the front of the park, you'll find the High Moon Saloon, which is an old-timey saloon. It looks like they probably do shows in here at some point. But this is where I got a little meal for myself. And it's about beer 30 for me. Drinking a local fruit wheat beer called Huckleberry Chapel. And got a pulled pork sandwich. Not too bad on the prices and the food and the beer. Combined, this was 15 bucks. So I don't know what kind of show they run in here. But on the stage, there's some goldfish. Huh, interesting. The park also has a really neat old-timey, kind of like a movie theater, I would guess, but I guess we figured they could use it for some other shows as well. It was advertising the Three Stooges outside, but nothing's playing on the screen. Well, this seems rather interesting. The Theater of Illusion presents Phantasm. The Theater of Illusion is also a pizzeria. I will say the Theater of Illusion pizzeria, bigger than I thought it would be. Lots of tables, bleacher seating, and some chandeliers that might not quite fit in. But hey, good way to beat the heat if you are here on a hot day. Some more charm over here. This is a bunch of different little frog statues. This one's got a wheelbarrow. That one's sitting down. These little guys are playing in a fountain. And my favorite over here, the frog wearing sunglasses while bringing his roll-on luggage. Take a quick look here at some of the merchandise on sale here at Silverwood. You see these in every single gift shop. The little stunt pilot teddy bear. Pretty adorable, pretty adorable. Now, since there is a big water park, since they sell souvenir towels, and since it does get very, very cold here, I'm sure in Idaho, look at those, like wintertime socks. The fuzziness on the inside, those would be so warm. All right, a collection of Fanny Packs. Again, the bears are everywhere. All right, so we got a bunch of hats over here, all for Silverwood. More bears. A collection of mugs. I do like that kind of wooden, faux wood mug. Some of these are nice too, like these shiny ones. Pilsner glasses. All right, you got some Stunt Pilot shot glasses, some Silverwood shot glasses. Silverwood, that's nice, with the buffalo on it. And another one here. Now, if we're playing at home, that roller coaster is definitely not at Silverwood, or that Ferris wheel. So, I wonder what that is going after. And then there's one more thing I wanted to show off over here, because they've got some pretty cool magnets and lanyards. There's one for Tremors, Silverwood, Stunt Pilot. And I like this, much like on Walt Disney World, they do the collectible trading pins. Panic Plunge, Corkscrew, Silverwood, Stunt Pilot, and some pretty solid lanyards. If you're looking for a pretty solid food deal at the Sugar Shack, you get a $5 funnel cake before 5 p.m. Kind of a view here of how you can see this park is really set against some beautiful mountain backgrounds. Bit of a bummer this ice cream stand is closed, because look at this. They sell a Huckleberry Shake. Sounds like a pretty unique food item at a theme park. I would have tried one. Bit of a bummer on my visit. In the Main Street area, the park does have a full-service restaurant and bar called Lindy's that looks really nice, but it's just not open today. I would eat in there. The menu looks pretty good, and they have drinks. Beautiful, very unique photo op right by the entrance. And that'll do it for my time here at Silverwood Theme Park in Idaho. I had a really nice time. It's a really nice little gem of a park. Not the biggest park in the world, so don't come in expecting it to be, you know, a Cedar Point or something like that, but what they have is nice, and they take such good care of the place. Everything is immaculate. The park has a lot of charm. And for me, Tremors was definitely the best ride. Did get a second ride later on, rode in the front seat, and man, that is definitely a front row ride. So if you can, ride Tremors in the front. My other favorite rides in the park, man, I don't know what would be my second favorite. Might be Stunt Pilot, might be Aftershock, might be that train with the bison and the Bigfoot show. That was a hoot. I will say one little area of concern here at Silverwood, well, two things. One, it's quite an expensive park to get into. This park to get into today cost me $63, making it, you know, probably one of the more expensive theme parks in the country, or best in that top 20-30%. Also, their wooden coasters, I think they only have one train on each of them. So if you are at Silverwood on a busy day, you know, Stunt Pilot doesn't have great capacity, neither does Aftershock, and the wood coasters only have one train. If you're here on a busy day, you should probably pack your patience. But I definitely recommend this place. It was fun. If you happen to find your way out to Idaho, and I think if you're flying in, I flew in today, and if you're flying in, if you're a big coaster fan, the nearest airport is Spokane, about an hour away. And there we go. That's Silverwood. Good times. If you have any questions about Silverwood, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching. If you guys didn't watch videos like this, I can take a wild trip all the way across the country to get here to Idaho. So thank you very much.